What's up guys and welcome. You are watching Fazi Fitness. So let's start this video with Rubiel Mosquera, also known as Nexzilla. So you guys all heard Chris Cormier mentioned that Rubiel's back is looking way more impressive than what we saw at his pro debut in Prague last year. So here is just a glimpse of what to expect from Nexzilla in 4 weeks time at this upcoming Dubai Pro. So the man looks to be in an extremely good condition with 4 weeks in hand. And Chris is gonna make sure that he suffers really damn hard in this final stretch of this prep and present a very good look at this upcoming Dubai Pro. So posing is another factor that I believe Rubiel is going to be on point, because Chris Cormier is a master of posing. He's a master of breaking down the physiques and presenting your best possible angles on the stage. So the question now is, can Rubiel win Dubai Pro and qualify for this upcoming Miss Olympia? Can he beat the likes of Bertos and Asha and possibly William Bonac as well? Well, in my opinion, absolutely he can. Because all these other guys have their own strengths, they have their own weaknesses. But Rubiel has something that none of these guys have. And that is that sheer size, that mass, plus that freak factor that he brings to the stage. That is just second to none. So if Rubiel comes in peeled to the bone, absolutely shredded, the judges might very well consider him for the top spot here in Dubai. Now we know the improvements in terms of his shoulder width. That isn't going to be as much as people are expecting it to be. But I believe in time we're going to see better shoulders on Rubiel. And when that happens, he's gonna beat some big names in the men's open bodybuilding. So the man has got all the freak factor in the world. His side shots are just unreal. Arguably one of the best side shots in the bodybuilding world right now. And we did see that at last year's Prague, when he was able to beat guys like Michael Kristo, Samson Dauda, Nathan Diasha in all of his side shots. And that was just his pro debut. So this new version, I believe, is gonna be far more impressive. So do let me know what you guys think. Can Rubiel win Dubai Pro? The Portugal Pro lineup for the men's open bodybuilding just got released, and we are heading towards another high voltage battle, and that is going to be between Nathan Diasha and William Bonac. Well, William Bonac has got nothing to lose here, because he is already qualified for the upcoming Miss Olympia. Nathan Diasha, on the other hand, has to bring his very best in order to beat a guy who was able to take down Bertos at this past Emperor Classic Spain. And we just saw that Behrooz was able to beat Nathan Diasha at this past Flex Pro Italy. So on paper, William Bonac is the favorite to win this show. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Nathan has never been able to beat William Bonac before in his pro career. So both these guys have competed against each other multiple times at Miss Olympia, and William Bonac always came out on top. But that was a Bonac in his prime. So what does Nathan have to do in order to beat William Bonac here in Portugal? Well, he might try to come in less further, so that his waist looks more streamlined. Now he was full as a house at this past Flex Pro Italy, and that undoubtedly gave him an advantage, especially in terms of fullness, the density, and how thick he was looking in comparison to Bertos. But the thing is, he was exposed in the symmetry department, and no matter what Nathan does, especially for this year's Portugal Pro, he just cannot beat Bonac in that density department, because we all know Bonac has that insane density, that old man muscle maturity. Plus, here is another fact. Nathan Diasha has got no love from the judges in his last 3 shows. You remember he was placed behind Horsemdi in Romania, and then he was placed behind Rubiel Mosquera at Prague last year. So Nathan really needs to win this thing in order to set himself up for this upcoming Dubai Pro. So talking about Dubai Pro, next up is the 4-week start physique update of Bertos. His most muscular next to Nathan Diasha was pure dominance. So Nathan himself is a very round bodybuilder, but Bertos was so damn wide shoulder to shoulder, and he had more overall pop to his muscles. And the more you hear different opinions on Flex Pro Italy, the more consensus you develop that it was clear out victory for Bertos over Nathan. You can make a strong argument about Bertos making top 10 at this upcoming Miss Olympia. But the thing is, that is only gonna happen if he is allowed to travel to the US, which as of right now we do not have any positive development in that aspect. His application is still pending, and it is gonna be really sad if he doesn't make it to the Olympia stage this year, because this is gonna be his 3rd year missing that big stage. So Michael Kristo was top 7 last year, and Behrooz was just able to beat Kristo in Spain. So Behrooz can be right up there in that 7th to 9th spot. Now as far as this upcoming Dubai Pro is concerned, Behrooz is definitely gonna bring the heat. And it isn't like Bonac just blew him out of the water. It was just a 1-point victory for Bonac over Behrooz, which I'm sure all of us can agree that it could have gone in Berto's favor as well. And I don't think any one of us would have complained. Next up is the 4-week start physique update from the former classic physique champion Breon Ansley from this year's Dubai Pro. So, I'm not really sure why there were some comments mentioning that his glory days are behind him. Well, Breon just brought the best package of his entire professional career, not only just at this past Olympia 2023, but he just took it to another level at this past Arnold Classic. And that too at the age of 44. And he was able to beat a guy like Orskar Shinsky, who was placing third at the Olympia level for the last couple of years. And that, I believe, was a huge accomplishment, because what more can you expect from him? Yes, all of us know that the Olympia title, that is probably out of his reach now, but that has been the case for the past 2 or 3 years now. Plus, with the addition of Fazi users in the top spots, as he is another guy who is really coming into his own in 2024, and he will be the one hoping to challenge Chris Bumstead for the title this year, not to mention Ramon Dino as well. So there is a very little possibility of Breon placing in that top 3 this year, but he's still one of the best guys in classic physique. And I'm sure Breon would have placed higher if the Pro League had made these changes in classic physique regulations a little earlier than 2023. So as of right now, his conditioning is looking absolutely insane in all of his recent pictures. And even though Breon can win Dubai Pro, even if he isn't at his 100%, but he is leaving nothing to chance, as he's gonna get more prize money here for the first place than what Chris Bumstead got by winning the Olympia last year. So do let me know what you guys think. Can Breon place as high as top 4 at the Olympia again? So this talk about Olympia Prize Money brings up this last update. We are 15 weeks out of this year's Miss Olympia, and we still haven't heard any news about what the prize money is gonna be for the winners in 2024. Especially the men's open winner. They need to increase that prize money because of what Arnold Schwarzenegger did after Hadi Chupon was declared the winner of this year's Arnold Ohio. So as of right now, all we know is that the prize money for this year's Miss Olympia, that is gonna be 400k. Unless these guys also increase it. While on the other hand, the Arnold prize money was bumped up to $500,000. And we have already had this confirmation from guys like Nick Walker, Hadi Chupon, that irrespective of what happens at the Olympia this year and how they place, they are gonna be doing the Arnold 2025. Because the first place check, that can change anyone's life. I mean, $500,000. That is a lot of money. Now, I do have another news for the fans that you aren't gonna like. You guys remember that Arnold did increase the prize money for his show, but prior to that, he did something that the fans will always be really thankful. He made the official live stream of his show available to everyone, absolutely free of cost. But this year's Miss Olympia live stream, that is gonna cost you $75 US. Obviously, that is subject to change. But at 15 weeks out, the Arnold Classic is appearing to be a bigger show than the Olympia. And maybe they will increase the prize money after this year's Miss Olympia, the same way Arnold Schwarzenegger did. So let's see what happens. And also hit the thumbs up button if you liked the video. And smash the subscribe button if you wanna come back for more. Thanks for watching.